All right, good evening. So, have you been wondering how to achieve something of this nature? Like how to position your pattern to come and on the chest region, especially when you are working with Ankara or any other fabric that has prints or design. Most of the designs are better used to put on the cloth without any additional design. So, if this sounds like what you want to learn, watch this video to the end. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. So I will take you through on how I was able to achieve this very well on my fabric, right? So let's go down to the cotton proper. In all honesty, there are some children you want to make clothes for, and you keep asking yourself, are they kids or they are adults? Because of their size. Now, so welcome back once again. So in today's tutorial, I want to show us how to draft a kid's outfit, but this outfit measurement has the same values like the adult own. So here I have this lovely Ankara print. So by the end of the video, you will learn how to draft a top for a kid, right? And also learn how to do positioning of fabrics. Now, if you observe, this has a circular image on it, and it will be very fine that the chest is centralized on this area. The center, this stuff should be at the center. So invariably, we are trying to take this image to place at the chest region of this outfit. So how then do we do that? Now, the first thing you will do is to locate the center point of this outfit, which is here, right? So you place something there, and then you fold. Just to get the midpoint, right? So once you have gotten the midpoint in this form, then you also make sure that the circles are, or the shapes are corresponding. How do I mean by corresponding? You make sure that what you have here is also applicable to what you have here. So you carefully balance it properly, right? So you balance properly. So once you have balanced properly, you iron. Now this ironing helps your art fabric to relax nicely. You iron. Now bear in mind, you only do this when the design is not at the center of the fabric. The design should be somewhere close to the person's chest measurement over 4. So here we have ironed. Now, in as much as we are making a kid's top, but man, his chest is 42, shoulder is 17, sleeve length is 9, round sleeve is 13.5, neck is 15, and top length is 30. He's just plumpy and tall, right? So we are going to deal with it like we are making an adult outfit. So here, once you have gotten to this point, now the first thing to do here is to also mark out your baseline. So you draft out your baseline, like I do always tell you guys, to remove the English mouths from the fabric you are making. After which, we are going to use 4 inches. Remember I told us that this is a boy, a kid, but he's just big, right? He's just plumpy. So you mark 4 inches here for your folding. So we are going to take the same nature of man's outfit. Now, after that, you put the top length. So the top length we have is 30-inch top length, 30 inches, right? So you mark 30 inches this way. But then, before you mark this 30 inches this way, you now make sure that this circle or this design is positioned at the point you want it to be. If by any chance you want the design to go down, you have to start from up to mark your top length and then put your 4 inches. Do you understand that? If you want the design to move down, you have to start from up. That you have to start from here, right here, to mark your top length and then put extra 4 inches. So by so doing, you have moved this to go down. If you still want this to be at the center of the tummy, that the navel, you have to come at the midpoint. If the top length is 30, you make this center to be at 15, right? So that it will be in between high and the down part of the outfit. So this is how to manipulate your images on your fabric. It makes it to move up or go down or be centralized at the middle, because this image should not be one-sided. It will ruin the beauty of this cloth. So I hope you have gotten that. So let's proceed. Because I want this to be on the chest area, I will start marking my own from here. So top length is 30, and if you look at it, it's still giving me a good position. The mark top lengths are shown. Mark the top lengths are shown, just as I have instructed. So if you like what you have seen, don't forget to like this video, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscription is free. You don't need to pay money to subscribe. Just click on subscribe, right? Watch this video to the end, comment on it, tell me how impactful it is, ask your questions, and then I will take it from there. Now the next to do here is to get your armhole. Now armhole, I have several methods, but the simplest one we are going to use is shoulder over two for one of the methods. So here we have 17 inches as our shoulder. Divided by 2, you have 8.5. So this is one of the formulas we use to get armhole. Now the next one we can use is chest over 4. Now the chest we have is 42, which is over 4 is 10.5. Now on that formula, you now decide if you are going to if you are making 3/4 sleeve, short sleeve, or long sleeves, because short sleeves are not the same with 3/4 and long sleeves. So we are going to make use of the chest over 4. So that's the formula I like using. So which gave us 10.5. So I will just minus half, just for fitting effects for his short sleeve. If it was to be a long sleeve or 3/4, I would have used -1. That would be 9.5. So you draw the line across all through this way. Now the next you will do now is to apply the chest of 42, which is 10.5. So you mark it in this form and then add extra 2 inches, just like this. And after this, the next to do now is you mark your shoulder. Shoulder is 17, divided by 2 is 8.5. Then add extra half an inch for the sleeve joining, right? That will make it to be 9 inches, right? Let me push it here so you see very well. So that will make it to be 9 inches in this form. Then you have to tilt or bend your tape from here to go down by 2.5. It comes in this form, and then you mark somewhere here, and you mark the 2.5 inch this way. Now the reason I am making 2.5 slanting is because the guy has the features of an adult. So in this case, I will handle the cloth like an adult. I will not consider the fact that he's a kid. So I'm using the whole formulas I use on my adult pattern. So here, the next thing is the neck. So divide the neck by 6, and then minus 0.3 from it. Use the answer to mark the width here. And then add half to this to mark the depth. That's the formula for your neckline. I have a video on my channel which I have talked about how to calculate your armhole, neckline, and your crouch. So you can make do as well to search for it, so you will learn more on how to go about it. So you mark all through this way, right? Curve pattern master in this form. You must have these tools. Then connect these points with the neck edge. It comes out in this form. Then after which, tilt your ruler in this form, go all through this way. After this, then hold it firmly this way, right? Make a curve that comes in here by half an inch or 3/4. So from here, you connect from here to this very point. So this is how we have your curve. So you see how the connections are coming out, and then after which we are going to measure from the armhole depth to the down part. I'm using 15 for the slit opening, right? And then I'll mark the 2 inches on the chest to move down straight to my point of 15. And after this, I will now cut it out. So stay tuned for you to watch how I will cut it out, cut the back, and also show you the other processes of the other components. So now we have finished cutting the front panel. So let's see the design, how it came out. You see, right? So lovely. So at this point, we don't need to do much again for the design of the outfit. You see how beautiful this pattern is. So this is how we were able to achieve it. Right? Look at it. We have finished the front. So let's now fold to cut the back. So on the back panel, in most cases, the next design might be a bit far from the fabric, right? So you might not really need to do the same thing you did on the front at the back. So the front is where you need the detailing on, right? So you don't need to, you might not need, but if there's any need, you can go ahead and do it. Bear in mind that this stuff consumes fabric, right? Because if you observe, this one now is a bit inwards, and that means I'm damaging a whole lot of fabric from this direction. And if I also go through here, this one seems to be closer. So let's check if it will be enough for our client. So let me get the folding properly. This is where the folding came for this particular one. So let's check if it will be enough to cut for the back of our client. So here is what we have. It's not going to be enough, right? So we are going to fold this and ignore this pattern for only the back panel. So we are just going to fold to our very best. So if you observe, this is just solely how to run that design, and also know the precautionary measures that you can take to achieve a nice and a perfect result. So here I have it to come in this form. Okay, let's take it this other way around so it can replicate what we have. So let me reduce this folding from here, and let me place this inwards. Don't forget that you must iron your fabric anytime you are cutting. It helps you to achieve a nice and a perfect finishing. So here I have gotten, okay, let me just push it down to see if it can tally with this. Alright, so here is okay for me. So I will iron. This ironing is very important. It helps the fabric to relax and be a one piece, right? It will not be much. So after this now, the next we are going to do will be to mark the back. Don't forget that we use 2.5 inches to slant the front. So you're going to also extend the back panel by the same 2.5 inches all through this way. And then you extend the shoulder line in this form. You also do the neckline to fall half an inch backwards this way. It helps to relax the neck. If you have issues on neck, watch this video to the very end so that you will understand how the neck will be placed. So here, 1.5 inch deep this way, 1.5 inch deep this way, and then you are going to curve this in a way that it goes down again by 0.5. This neckline curving will fall down. It should not tilt up or go straight. It should be below this 1.5 by like half an inch down, right? So that the neckline will be relaxed at the back. And after which, you cut all through this way, and then you also cut all through this way. Now, when you are cutting the back area, there is one particular thing you need to understand. The armhole area go half inch off this way, and then cut it back in this form. Now, in some cases, most people will not cut the armhole to be equal. It's still very much okay, right? But I cut mine to be equal this way. Trimming will still take care of everything at the end of the day. There are some clothes I will cut, I will give room for the back armhole to be half inch or 3/4 inch bigger than the front. So I want to show you how to do the neck balancing. That is why I am showing you the full thing. So see, watch, and learn how the neck balancing will look like. And after which, fold this to come down in this form, right? This is how it comes. You see that the neck is protruding, so also the shoulder is protruding. So you trim off the shoulder region this way, and then you also trim the back neck with guidance from the front neckline. So once you have trimmed it out all through to this very point, this is what you have, right? And you are good to go. So this is the front and the back. So we have basically done everything. So the next you will do now will be to cut the accessories, the sleeve, the facing, and every other thing. I still have videos I did on my channel on how to go about all those other areas. So you can do well to search for them and watch and learn. Don't forget to like and share. Thank you for watching, guys. See you in the next episode. Bye bye for now.